The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lion. Let's go. Hey, Catholic. Baylor Tiger.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's across midfield, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up. The first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, go Lion.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
59. Go.
Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And the Rams sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will find his man on the end route complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
He'll look to throw. A rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
By the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 10.
Crowd right. Set.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Byron Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. First down, here's Mitchell. He's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they'll run it here. And just shutting him off there. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Mitchell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Mitchell will score. Touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Rams 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe you get this game tied up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back.
Number 38.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here is 3rd down and 4.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 60 back. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd
Check
and
mash.
goal.
Check mash.
At the 2-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
and they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Here's one deep for Pickens. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
60, 18, 5 in. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw. Now will tuck this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
18 Cardinals, 18 Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions, Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an entire latch. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st down and goal.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RP. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over this battle for L.A. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. 3rd and 9 here. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of 6. And the Chargers 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Herbert's pass.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route, coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now it's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. To the air again, Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw again. This one finds McConkey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mitchell now off the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
The 13-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 21.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
79 Broncos, 70 Lions, 18 Pioneer.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Maverick, 60 Maverick, cut 19, cut Mustang 19. Panther 11, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Lion.
From his own end zone, Herbert. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Crowd right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Chargers 28, Rams 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made it in their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Chop 60, 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. Mustang 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Pioneer, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down the right sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And a
big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
3-yard line.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, let's go.
Williams again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Herbert off of play action. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11, 18, 19 Lions. Ready to run.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Complete to number 87.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Get it. 65, Viking 18. Buffalo 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's 3rd down at 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 38.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Street. Go Street. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
12.
Watch the bullet.
21. Hey, easy. We go orange.
Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Los Angeles.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Right.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Set. Go.
Right back to Mitchell here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Cap it, cap it, cap it.
Give running right is Mitchell. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down.